In the whole NFL, who do you think is the number one play caller in the whole NFL? I have my take who I think is the number one play caller in the NFL, but I want you to put it in the comment section and tell me who you think is the number one play caller in the whole NFL. YouTube, what's good? It's your boy TDU, and I'm back again with another video from FantasyGoodeSports, guys. And today's video is going to be on who is the number one play caller in the NFL. Yes, I said it. Who is the number one play caller in the NFL? And I'm talking about OCs, offensive coordinators. They call plays. And those are very important. As you see in the NFL, the OC is very important. Like, look at this. Look who's in the Super Bowl. Tom Brady, Bruce Arians. Bruce Arians has always been a good play caller since Pittsburgh. But look at Kansas City. Eric Bieniemy and Andy Reid, which is, we know Andy Reid is the head coach and he's an offensive guy. My guy is Andy Reid. That's who I think is the number one offensive play caller in the whole league. So I'm going to give you 3 reasons why Andy Reid is the number one play caller in the NFL, guys. So I'm not going to hold you up on this video. Let's get started. And remember, don't forget to subscribe to this channel and also hit the thumbs up button, guys. And also put in the comment section who is your favorite offensive coordinator in the whole NFL. So let's start. The number one reason why Andy Reid is the number one play caller in the NFL, guys, is because he played offensive line coming up. Yes, I said it. He played offensive line. Now, I know y'all like, TD, what? Because he played offensive line don't make, why is that a reason why he's the number one play caller? Because, guys, when you play O-line, you have to know what everybody is doing in order to make your block. So, if I'm lining up, and this guy's lining up on this side of me, well, look at my hand, he's lining up on this side of me, I have to reach him if the back is coming this way. And I have to know what the guy that's coming behind me that might be pulling, I have to know what he's doing. So, guys, when you play offensive line, everything is working in one unison like an engine. Because if not, if one person's off, it messes up the whole offensive line and they crash into each other. So, Andy Reid mindset of being a good offensive line for years created his like out-of-box thinking when it comes to creating plays. He knows that if my offensive line is on the same page and everybody's on the same page, we can make this work. Whatever play call we do. So, guys, but being an offensive lineman, you know what everybody's doing. Offensive linemen are usually the smartest guys on the field, even over your quarterbacks. Yes, I said it. Even over your quarterbacks, especially the center. Because, guys, every snap, the center has to call out what the defense is doing. So when the defensive line lines up, guys, look, you're just not getting down there and tackling somebody or hitting somebody or blocking it. Football is a lot more thinking than that. So you have to know when you line up, watch the center, guys. He started pointing. He's telling the rest of the linemen what to do. So he has to know even more than the guards and the tackles what everybody's doing. But they have to know what he's doing too. And they have to know why he's calling that call. So, guys, offensive line are very smart. They make great OCs. I believe that. They make great OCs. Another reason why playing offensive line is a benefit to being a number one offensive caller in the NFL, which is Andy Reid, is because, guys, teamwork. So, when you're offensive line, those are 5 guys. There's 2 tackles, 2 guards, and 1 center. And, guys, the whole year, they do everything together. In training camp, they eat, sleep, and you know what together. They eat, sleep, and shit together. So, guys, and everything we a team. We're a unison. We together. We tell each other. We go over each other's house. You meet my kids. I meet your kids. And we learn each other. And that way we on the same page. So when it's 4th quarter and we tired and the coach calls a play, but it doesn't go the way the coach said it, we have to be on the same page. Not the coach. The coach can't tell us what to do at that point in time because it's live. So we have to be teamwork and we have to know each other, guys. So teamwork will make, like, if you're offensive line and you learn how to, like, what teamwork means to you, you can design plays that are crazy. Because you just know, like, oh, yeah, we do this together. Yeah, this can work because I played offensive line. We're going to be able to block this. And he really knows what can be blocked and what can't be blocked. Just like that. As soon as you go off a play, he know it can work. Because he's been doing it for years, guys. Not just calling plays. I'm talking about playing the game as an offensive lineman. So, let's move on to my second reason. My second reason why Andy Reid is the number one play caller in the NFL, guys, is he puts his players in position to do what they do best. I said what I said. Andy Reid puts his players in position to do what they do best. Now, you would think, well, every coach in the NFL does that. No, they don't. That's why coaches get fired every year, guys. They don't do that. So, the reason why I'm telling you that Andy Reid puts his players in the best position to do what they do best is because, now let's think about Tyreek Hill. I know a lot of you think Tyreek Hill is super talented. He's fast. He was going to be great no matter what. No, he wasn't. Guys, Tyreek Hill was a gadget player. Tyreek Hill out of 32 teams, 28 teams would have made Tyreek Hill a special teams player and a gadget player. He'd have been like a Ted Ginn, guys. And you know what Ted Ginn is is a decent player. He played 10 years in the NFL. But he's not on no Tyreek Hill level and never will be. But that's because of Andy Reid. So when Andy Reid was like, nah, this guy fast, we're going to teach him how to play receiver. Like, man, he's 5'10". He played running back in college. He's not a receiver. Andy Reid said he is a receiver. But you know why? Because Andy Reid knew, like, okay, when I block for these type of guys, it was hard for the defense to catch up. So Andy Reid knew that speed and quickness at this position is what I need to have an advantage. Only an offensive lineman would know that because you've been playing, right? So Andy Reid, he developed Tyreek into it. He's the only coach that probably would have gave Tyreek the responsibility of what he gave him. Like, look, man, you need to be the number one receiver. We're going to try to feed you the ball. I'm not going to make you a slot receiver and say that you are a special team player and a gadget player and use you to come in for gadget plays. No, you is a every down starter and an every down receiver, just like any number one, like a Megatron, like a Dez Bryant, like a Jerry Rice. I'm going to use you like that. And everybody was like, what? You remember, look for years, look at Tyreek rookie year and his second year. And everybody kept saying, well, he'll never be a number one. He's just really, really fast. He's just really, really fast. No, this guy's more than just fast. He runs good routes. He blocks. He does whatever Andy Reid asks him to do, guys. And then he's an all-pro receiver for the last 3 years. So I said what I said. The next reason, guys, is look at all Andy Reid backup quarterbacks, especially in Philly. So this is why, like I said, he puts his players in position to do what they do best. The reason why Jeff Garcia can go to him after he's been benched in San Francisco, people think he should retire. He goes to Andy Reid. A starter goes down, McNabb goes down. They put Jeff Garcia in, they still go to the playoffs. Why? Andy Reid. Andy Reid he probably sit Jeff Garcia down and said, all right, Jeff, what do you do good? Jeff said this, and this. Andy Reid said, okay, let me see you do it in practice. He does it in practice. Andy Reid designs a game plan where that guy is never doing nothing that he's not good at. He's doing everything that he's excellent at. It might be only 2 things, but Andy Reid can design plays for those 2 things so you can do it every play. And you would think every coach does that, right? No, they don't. Just watch the game. Why you would like, well, why this guy ain't being used like this, and why this guy ain't being used like this, and why they doing this, and why they doing that? Because every coach don't know how to put their players in the best situation to win. And he does it. That's why all the Todd Detmer, like all these backup quarterbacks went to Philly and had Kevin Cobb. They guys had winning records in Philly. They go somewhere else, they terrible. Even Donovan McNabb. I think Donovan McNabb was a good player early in his career. But if Donovan McNabb stays in Philly, he still has another 1 or 2 good years. Maybe go to the playoffs, maybe not. But he doesn't go throw 5 touchdowns and 12 picks like he did in Washington. But Andy Reid is a great play designer, guys. It's just what it is. So let's move on. My third and final reason, guys, that Andy Reid is the number one play caller in the NFL. My third and final reason is because of his personality, guys. I said his personality is tremendous. Now, back in high school, I came in as a freshman. And I was used to coaches, like, coaches were cool. Hey, they never called me Terry. That was my first name, but, everybody called me TD on the streets. And they was like, I met a coach, and he was like, hey, yo, what's up, man? His name was Coach P. And he was like, yo, what's up? I'm like, I looked around, everybody, hey, yeah, that's Coach, man. I'm looking at the guys around, like, okay, and I shake his hand. I'm trying to be professional because I don't want him to think I'm a bad attitude. You get what I'm talking about? Y'all know what I mean, how coaches, just because I'm from a different I got different. I dress different and I act different. Some coaches think, oh, you're a loser. You don't want to play football. But this coach wasn't. And guys, so we had probably had 3 or 4 losing seasons at my high school. When this coach got there, guys, everything changed around. One year we went like, I think we went like 500. The next year we was the number 1 team in the playoffs. We didn't win the championship, but we lost to the team that went to the championship. Guys, he changed. So when you have a good personality and you can show players that you love them, hey guys, I ain't judging nobody. As long as you come and be on practice on time and you work hard and you produce in the game, I don't care what you do outside. I'm not going to judge you. And that's personality, guys. And that's Andy Reid personality. Even when he let Marcus Peters go from Kansas City, what did Marcus Peters say? He said, man, so why did Andy Reid let you go? He said, man, it wasn't Andy. And everybody was like, well, yeah, that's what they ain't going to let you go without Andy. He said, no. He said, listen, 2 days before they let me go, me and Andy talked. And I asked Andy, he asked me this, and I told Andy that. And we left the meeting, and Andy was like, yo, man, we cool. We good, bro. This is what I demand from you. We good. And he said, yeah, man, that's Big Red. I love Big Red. So even though they had to move forward, I think Andy Reid still got that, portrayed that to Marcus Peters. And like, look, man, even if we got to let you go, bro, I love you. I'm not judging you for that. But, where I have a GM, I have a boss, I have an owner. They don't want certain things. So we might have to move forward. But he said, I'm not mad at Big Red. But he said, I don't like what Kansas City did. But he never blamed Big Red just because of Andy Reid personality. Another reason is Andy Reid, guys, is very humble. So he's humble enough where he can do dances with his players. So they say it's a new dance out. They win. Andy Reid, you see other coaches do it, but they do it because coaches like Andy Reid does it. They don't do it. You see Nick Saban do it. He not that. You see Dabo. Dabo is a little bit of that. I'm not going to knock Dabo Swinney from Clemson. But Nick Saban is not that. But he will do it. He will let his guard down sometimes. And I'm not going to knock Nick because he's a winner. But Andy Reid, you guys go watch. Go YouTube back some of Andy Reid dances in the locker room. But he a big guy. They call him Big Red, right? He moving, he doing his thing. Andy Reid he's a great guy, guys. So that type, when a player can see that a guy can get outside his comfort zone and come into my culture and do dance moves and stuff, it just makes everybody like, you know what? And so when he asks you to do something that you don't want to do, you're like, oh, that's fine. We good. Even though you're like, man, this ain't right. Man, I don't feel like doing this today. Or I don't want to do this. Or I got to be in by 9 o'clock or for a curfew. They were like, no, I'm doing it for Big Red. He looks out for us. So that being humble enough to show your whole locker room that, guys, I'm not judging no one or no class or no group of people in this locker room. I can go and do anything. I can do the Macarena all the way down to the A-Town Stomp. That's how you have to be as an NFL coach, because this is a locker room full of guys with different cultures, different beliefs. And in order to get them unified, you have to believe in your players for what they do individually without putting nothing else on anybody else or your beliefs on anybody else. So if a guy is bringing a girl to practice, a different girl to practice every day, but he plays hard, he's not like, quitting practice, he's being a professional. And the reason not gonna say, look, man, like they did with D-Hop. Look, man, I don't like what you're doing. It doesn't look good. What don't look good? He's a bachelor, bro. He's playing football. He's 25 years old. So, guys, those are very important. I'm telling you things of what to look for in a coach, what makes great coaching. Being humble enough not to judge your players and show them that you can go outside the box is very big time. So, let me move on to my last little final point as far as personality. Guys, he's a visionary. So, his personality being a visionary. So, you got Andy Reid the whole year. Pat Mahomes he's great. They got a great team. Tyreek knows he's great. The offensive line is good. Everything is great. Even the defense is playing it good. How do you keep these guys motivated? Because Andy Reid is going back and showing the film. Guys, can you do this? So he challenged them in practice. Come on, guys, let's go. Can you do this? All right, good job. They got their own challenges in their mind, and by the time they challenged that, they didn't met the challenge to beat the team next week. So Andy Reid, when he did the fake triple option, he ran like 5 guys in the backfield, and they faked it here, and then ran like a triple option, and it scored. It's like, that's what Andy Reid does. Every week he got a new play, guys, and if you give him a bye week, that's why I don't believe Andy Reid is going to be losing Super Bowls. Andy Reid, guys, is like, if I'm not lying, guys, fact check me, hit me in the comment section if I'm wrong. Andy Reid's like 75-80% coming off a bye. Guys, he won 75-80% of games coming off a bye. So that means if he got a week to plan for you and he get to go in that book, I call it the Water Boy book. You know how the Water Boy, that coach had that book and he can find them plays? That's Andy Reid. That's Andy Reid. He can go, and guys, he looking at him, he's like, no, we doing this play. Every week is some crazy play. Tyreek going in motion, doing something that you never seen. He's a visionary. That's his personality. That's what makes him a great coach. Guys, he was a Hall of Famer before he even won a Super Bowl last year, just because of his winning record. I mean, I think he got a better winning record than like he probably had the second winners record in the league. I think Bill passed him, but Andy Reid going to the playoffs is nothing. He does that every year, guys. I think he's done that 70% of the time of his whole NFL career. He's been to the playoffs. Now they said he couldn't win the big games, but he finally got a Patty and a Tyreek and a Travis Kelce. I said what I said, and there's a wrap. The defense, all they need is Tyron. They just need an optimistic defense that they can turn the ball over, and they great, guys. So this is why I believe Andy Reid is the #1 play caller in NFL. So guys, if you like this video, smash the thumbs up smash the thumbs up, guys, if you like this video. Also, guys, subscribe to this channel because I'm gonna keep giving you cutting edge information like I did today on Andy Reid. Thank you, guys. Have a blessed day.